late afternoon basketball, and that
the 2019 World Cup in China, the biggest centrally controlled basketball project of all time. 76 games in each window, taking place all over the globe, and our focus here.
They will be cheering their heroes, their Estonian heroes, on as Israel come into Estonia wanting to improve on their 2-1 record, which they're currently going to be defending. See coach Oded Katish
is on the Georgian capital, and these fans will really get behind their team here this afternoon. Georgia have never qualified for the World Cup. They have competed at the last 4 Eurobasket tournaments but struggled to progress.
The Israeli coach and his counterpart will be Tiit Sok. He's Mr. Basketball of Estonia, and we'll be speaking about him as the afternoon goes.
7th in 2011, their best placing. They were 17th in Turkey last summer. We'll see the official introduction of the away team, Germany first. Germany, 5 appearances at the FIBA World Cup, claiming bronze back in 2002. Behind,
I'm sure, and I'm sure both coaches who are great players will want to inspire their national teams this afternoon and going forward in an attempt to get to the next stage of the World Cup qualifiers. When these teams met,
the tournament MVP performance from Dirk Nowitzki. They finished 8th in 2006 and 17th in 2010 before failing to qualify for the last tournament in Spain in 2014. So they're desperate to get back to the big stage this time around.
Israel were the winners in Tel Aviv, 88-68. So they got a 20-point lead on the head-to-head. As Israel are introduced, there's Tamir Black. He's in, didn't play on Friday, so he's a big addition.
A perfect 3-0 so far. They started with a 79-70 win over today's opponents on home soil before a huge win on the road at neighbours Austria, 49-90. And then on Friday night they recorded a sensational 79-74.
The son of David Black, it's the Israeli legendary player and coach. Limonard had a big game. Jake Cohen from Maccabi Tel Aviv. Huge
victory over the 2-time world champion Serbia in Frankfurt. A number of key players for them. The captain, Robin Benzing, the number 12, a phenomenal 17.7 points per game, shooting 50%.
That's 6'10". Didn't play Friday, but he's averaging 10 points a game, 6.5 rebounds and a couple of assists.
47% from downtown. Isaiah Hartenstein, 19-year-old NBA G League player, averaging 9.3 points and team highs of 6 rebounds and 1.3 blocks per game. And then Danilo Bartel has also impressed, 8 points.
So the Israeli team very strong, very smart, as we saw against Great Britain. They went 10 points down. It didn't faze them in the third quarter. Within a minute, the game was tied and the momentum really changed. And Israel were able to hold off. A very brave.
1 rebounds, 1 steal and 1 block per game so far for him. Introduction of the home team, Georgia now, greeted by a fantastic ovation from these fans of all ages in Tbilisi.
Team that are still looking for their first victory as we are introduced to the Estonian national team, as you hear the crowd ramping up the noise, doing their best to get this Estonian team ranked 49 by FIBA at the moment. Rankings will be looked at again once this window is completed, and Israel are FIBA ranked 37, so 12 spots between the two teams.
They lost both of their games in the first window despite being very competitive. They led at the end of the third quarter before losing by 9 in Germany on game day 1, and they were close to Serbia until the final 13 minutes in game 2 before losing that one by 18. A well-deserved first win though, arriving on Friday beating Austria 64-78 on the road. The official introduction of the two sets of players complete. Will shortly
Kitzing there.
Have the national anthems of the two. Georgia led here by Ilias Zouros, Greek head coach, and Germany led by Henrik Rudel. This place starting to fill up. Let's pause for a moment for the two national anthems.
And Martin Pasoya had a big game against the Greeks, both of them did. 14 points and 15 points respectively, and they'll be looking for more of the same. Deal with this very strong Israeli team.
Nüüd on armastatud Eesti hümn, the national anthem of Estonia.
Well, if that doesn't get you in the mood for a wonderful occasion here for the FIBA Basketball World Cup, I'm not sure what will. Wonderful singing there without any accompaniment. As we look at the referees, Johan Rosso Vilius Makalaitis and Arnis Ozols from France, Lithuania and Latvia, the third team on the floor. As always with the FIBA events, excellent officials, excellent table officials, and we're looking forward to what should be a superb game. If Israel can pull off a big victory, they will be well in position to finish second in the group. Let's look at the Israeli roster. Richard Howe playing very well at the moment. Tamir Blatt will give them real strength at the guard spot. They are missing Panini. Guy Panini's out, but they got such strength they can bring in Blatt and Cohen. Howe, Meckel, Manko, Limonard and Jake Cohen will be your starters for Israel. Jake Cohen giving them some size inside at 6'10". And Richard Howe now will come off the bench, and he had a great game against Great Britain. 16 points, 8 of 12 from two-point land. And looking at Estonia, look at the coach's son, Sten Sok. Big game at the weekend on Friday against Great Britain. Janio Tauts, Kiedis as well. But Martin Pasoi needs to go big. And this is the Estonian starting five. Sok, Tolts, Dorbek, Kurbas and Kitsin. So we're just moments away. It's Christian Kanga we just looked at. Richard Howe, who'll be slightly different role today. He can make a real impact for his team, having some extra size alongside him. Looking to, when those Israeli players are moving off the ball, look at him to make some real cute passes. No-look passes, flip passes. He does fancy himself as a passing big man as well as an athletic one, which of course he will show us, I'm sure, today. There's coach Oded Kachas of Israel. Storied career as a player. In Eurobasket 97, he was the top scorer. As a player, he won 4 Israeli Super Leagues and a Euro League with Panathinaikos. And there is Teet Sok, inducted into the Estonia Hall of Fame and arguably the best European point guard of his time. And he won the 1988 Olympic gold with Russia, but also 2 silvers in the FIBA World Cup, 86 and 90, and Eurobasket 89, got a bronze. So great pedigree from the 2 coaches, and they'll be looking to pass on all their knowledge to their respective teams this afternoon. So sit back and relax, get involved on social media. I thoroughly recommend the FIBA Basketball World Cup app. Some great information on there, stats, up-to-the-minute news, articles, and also you're watching this on livebasketball.tv. It's not just the FIBA World Cup qualifiers that you can watch on livebasketball.tv. You've got the Basketball Champions League as well, which is into the round of 16 stage, home and away knockout, which will resume following these World Cup qualifiers. So much basketball to watch through livebasketball.tv, and not in my house is the social media as well, hashtag. And the match ball being brought on by the very, very lucky young man. And we are ready to go, just moments away. Janil Tauts. Apologies, Howes is starting. He'll be playing with Jake Cohen, so the 2 of them will be working alongside each other, close to the hoop. And a step out of bounds, I think, there. That's a personal foul on Tauts. First shot is missed by Israel, so Estonia have a chance. Dorbeck to take the lead as the noise ramps up. Sten Sok, such a solid player and playing well in these qualifiers. Shots up just a touch long. Rebound kept alive by Howell, but Estonia get it with Dorbeck. Sok attacking the basket, kicks it out. Tulks from outside is good for three, and Estonia are off and running. Nice catch, rhythm step, real nice from Tulks. Let's see what Israel have in response. Limonard to Cohen and Howell, both playing on the outside, but now Cohen steps in. And just got his angles wrong. Nice pass there from Howell, showing his repertoire with the bounce pass there. Sok. Sok from downtown, way downtown, but short on the front of the rim. Howell stepping out. Limonard. And he goes all the way, and he'd be a bit annoyed with himself there. He was at the hoop, just needed to make that layup. Just check to see who the foul was on. So Israel with Ravid, Guy Limonad. With the cauldron of noise, he calmly knocks it down. Tulks looking inside, but he's going himself, kicks, extra pass from Sok from the corner, it's just long. And great job from Nort. Great job from Dorbeck there. Saved the ball and threw it against. Threw it against Meckel. That's the sort of effort level that Coach Sok is going to require from his team to have a chance of beating this very strong Israeli outfit. So sideline inbounds, Tulks. Kurbis, Sok's lost the ball there. Good defense from Israel. Howell behind the back. Now wants to play point guard. I'm not sure that's right in front of the bench there. That's not what is required from Howell. Just needs to make that pass, get his head up. Kitzing to Tulks. Sok asking for a screen. Tulks in the post up. And that was a wild shot there by the Israelis. Good defense from Estonia. And the shot's up from Cohen. He's just short. Sok. And that's solid defense from Howell. Just Estonia with their noses in front at the moment. Court pressure. Cohen to Howell, both of them playing at the moment, the big guys. Limonard. Cohen. Nice pass. It was all Gal Meckel there. And just drops it off to Howell. And that's where Howell needs to be playing, close to the basket. Kurbis, jump hook is long. And Israel can take the lead. Inside Cohen. Spins, good D by Sok. Severely outsized there on that post, but he came over. Helped out his team. Kitsing out, Talks in for Estonia. And substitutions for Israel. Yuval Zuzman there in the picture. And Ben Shimol. Inbound, Limonad. Screen from Howe. Doesn't use Howe, but Howe gets it back, and now he's going to go to work. Nice fake to the baseline. Jump hook is just short. And here comes Sten Sok for Estonia. Looking to push it, but good transition D by Israel. And here comes Israel, coast to coast. Limonad with the 2. And he'll go to the free throw line for a 3-point play. Limonad in the open floor. He was able to get his shot off. Fouled by Sten Olmri. From the free throw line on Friday, Limonad was 4 of 4. So he can keep that up, which he does. And he's subbed out. Outs. Oh, nice move by Christian Kanga. Good up fake. Israel were able to knock it loose. Jump stop, step through. It has been called a foul. Eric Kiedis into the game for Estonia. Kanga's was 3 of 4 on Friday and 75% overall for these qualifiers. But that's not great shooting there, but Estonia get it back. Touts goes baseline. He just couldn't get the elevation for the dunk, and he just didn't quite have the angle for the layup. So no score. Estonia come up empty. Into Cohen. Jump hook, good play by Kanga. Immediately making up for his missed free throws. Sok, back to Sok. Across to Kanga. Touts inside. Shots up from the corner is good. Sten Olmri. Nice little look away pass from Kanga in the post. Ball's nearly lost by Blatt. Blatt makes a great bounce pass on the run to Cohen. The 2 new players that have joined the squad following Friday's win against GB. Great Britain versus Greece to be starting soon in Crete. About 45 minutes time, the other game in this group. But we've got a really good one here. Sok having to take some time out, playing a lot of minutes. And Christian Kullamäe is in for Estonia. Inside, Kanga, outside, extra pass. Shots up, they had to get it up, but it missed everything. Eric Kiedis just couldn't connect. Jaromir Blatt. 20-year-old point guard. Blatt just running that clock down, looking for a good option. And there's a turnover there. Joaquin Sushman, the judge to stepped out of bounds, I think there, just slipped his back foot back. So Kullamäe did not play against Greece. Has seen very little action in these qualifiers. So a chance to really help his squad here in the second game of the weekend. And there's too much on that pass. Unforced error there for Estonia. Shimon inside to Zolmanson it now in. Nice step across, but good D from Estonia. Platt just drops it in, picked up, kicked out, shots up, and it's good! Joaquin Sushman. He got 1 assist against Great Britain. He's averaging 3 points per game overall in these qualifiers, and he's just equalled that. Big moment for Israel with the shot clock running down. And another big shot for Christian Kullamäe. Is he going to be the Estonian hero? They're going to need players to step up. And there's another steal, and the shot's up at the end of the quarter. Hits the backboard, it would have counted. Backboard in front of the rim, end of the first quarter. Estonia 17, Israel 19. So welcome back. There's some of the stats from the first quarter. And some highlights. Talks with 8 points for Estonia. And Cohen with 5 for Israel. They're leading the scorers. But it's a good even contest. Estonia, though, a 0 from 3 from the free throw line, as we see that nice assist from Kanga. Israel 3 of 3 from the free throw line. So Estonia need to address that. But they've got players stepping up. Christian Kullamäe for 1. Kurbis is getting some minutes. The second game of these head-to-head. They've got no new players coming in as well, Estonia, with Israel 2 fresh players, which is really going to help them, I'm sure. They won't be fatiguing. Shots up, and it's good. Christian Kullamäe playing with such confidence. Blatt. Cohen, good hands by Kiedis. Going baseline, and there's a foul, putting pressure on Jovel Zusman. Game's tied, 19 apiece. Kulamate inside to Kanga, cross the other side. Kiedis just off, good rebound. But even better, great hustle from Kanga. I thought Cohen had that, but Kanga had other ideas. He ripped it off him. And Estonia showing real good intent. Another turnover, no spacing for that pass. Kiedis kicks it out. Omre for three! Estonia on fire. Sten Omre, great transition, the kick out from Kiedis. And it's timeout Israel. Coach Oda Katash has really got to work some magic now, stem this flow from Estonia. Let's listen in. Just some game stats leaders going through. But as we've seen in these qualifiers, and with basketball, it's a game of runs, so Coach Katash won't be too panicky. He's got a lot of weapons at his disposal, but Estonia are really playing well. Really active hands on the defense and knocking down shots on the offense. Some players are stepping up. Calamay in particular with 5 points. Full court pressure now, lots of energy from Estonia with a 5-point lead. Howe. Neckel. A lot of contact there between Kiedis and Howell, and not letting Howell establish post position there. So ball's in, Howell tips it to himself. Almost a breakdown there between Meckel and Howell. Meckel spins, elevates and knocks it down. Gal Meckel. No points against GB on Friday. He's got 2, he's got 4 right now. Kiedis. Kanga offering the screen. Shots up and it's good! Christian Calamay. He is having the game of his life. 8 points, 2 out of 2 from 3. Shot short, Howell's in there. Omre, here comes Estonia on the break. They put it back out. And Kulamate, he wants the screen. Cross court, good pass. And Omre is fouled on his way to the hoop. And Estonia really giving a good account of themselves here. The crowd are into it. The team are playing with high intensity. And now Sock's had a rest. And Calamay's just done a fantastic job for Coach Sock and the Estonian nation. Kanga. Looking for options. Good defense on that particular series. Kurbas going back cut. He just might have been better served just to come down with it. But Israel, are they going to make the most of this? Wonderful Kanga. Foul called on number 1, Richard Howe. Howe just struggling offensively at the moment. He has 16 points against Great Britain. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 2 steals. Good stat line. He's just not quite at that level at the moment, but Estonia aren't letting him play to that level. Sok. Omre. Sten Omre, a lot of dribbling. Shot clock's expiring. But Kanga again, hanging in the air. Offensive rebound straight off the glass. He is switched on and dialed in, and Israel are going to have to deal with him. As the Estonian lead creeps up to 8 points. Over 6 minutes remaining in the half. Limonard inside to Howe, good hands, but Cohen all alone makes Estonia pay. Kiedis, Sok. They're really playing him tight. Kiedis, that's way off, but again, Kanga just fighting for every possession. And that's really inspiring Estonia. Oh, beautiful Euro step, change of direction mid-step. And Raviv Guy Limonard forces a timeout from Coach Sok. Very calm, he goes left, oh, see you later, Mr. Kiedis. Super play. But on the whole, Estonia just putting up a great fight, as we knew they would. They've got a top man at the helm in Teach Sok, and the team are giving it absolutely everything. They know how crucial this game is. It's game 4 of 6. Only 3 teams from each of the groups of 4 will go through to the second round of qualifying. And the last qualifying window is in June, where Estonia will travel to Great Britain. In what may well end up being, depending on what happens here, the decider for 3rd spot. And Israel will also travel to Great Britain to play. So it could all come down, well, it will all come down to those last qualifiers in the final window. And you can watch it all here, live and exclusive on livebasketball.tv. We're back underway after the timeout. 5:30 remaining in the second quarter. 3-point lead, Estonia. Sok. Limonard guarding him really tightly. And Israel force a turnover. Sok not happy. But it was good ball defense, and across came the help. I think Sok was saying it was knocked loose. Well, it was knocked loose by Cohen. Behind the back, Jake Cohen can't finish. Wonderful pass. Just can't get it to go. Foot violation. Limonard stopping the pass towards the baseline. Howell and Cohen both in. Tolt setting the screen there. Sok in motion, now across to the far side. Limonard all over him. Shots up and it's good. Christian Kitsing carrying on his good work from the Greek game, where he had 14 points, and right through the middle is Ravi Limonard. Apologies, that was Gal Mikel scored that last layup for Israel. And substitutions for the Israelis. Cohen getting a break, and in comes Yovel Zusman. Kitsing, a 71.4% free throw shooter, so good job from him there. He's 2 of 2 in this game. Howe getting it knocked loose, great team defense. Here comes Estonia, and good job by Liminar getting back. And then good hands from Zusman. Both teams competing so hard. They know the importance of this game. Kitsing, Sock, inside to Toltz, backing down Mikel, spins. It's a tough move. Good defense from Israel there, in particularly Mikel. Zusman going baseline, got Sock on him, and again, great defense from Sock. He's only 6 foot tall, but he will take on any challenge. Does not back down to anybody. In comes Idan Zalmanson, and Howe takes a blow. So Israel rotating the big players. Gerbesin, Omre out. Having to rotate players to stop fatigue, especially second half, late game situations. This game looks as though it could be very close and down to the wire. Good rebound from Janel Toltz. Again, double team, but that leaves someone open, and that somebody is Martin Pessoa. That was a good cut, good recognition from Toltz, and good defense by Kitsing. He's spinning baseline, good D by Mikel. Toltz, they're guarding him much closer now from the 3 after his 2 earlier made efforts. Now he goes to work and finishes at the rim. No help came, and no trouble from Janel Toltz. It's all started from the defense. They're just helping each other, such good on the help. And then Toltz just spinning. It's a 9-point lead for Estonia, and Toltz is up to 10 points. Personal. 9 turnovers for Israel at the moment as they make substitutions. Three minutes remaining in the second. 9-point lead for Estonia. Pessoa. Kitsing, Sock looking for options. They're really playing him tightly. Ball's loose but recovered. Sock, shot clock running down. He's going all the way, and what a block. Not in my house. Zusman going all the way. Passes inside to Zalmanson. And there is a foul. That was a real big-time block. Sure, we'll get another look at it. So Zalmanson to the line. He's 100% for the free throw line for the tournament and today. Good ball movement. Well, Estonia, shots up, is off. And who gets the offensive rebound? Kitsing. Estonia get another opportunity to score. Toltz. They're trying to get the ball out of his hand, but it leaves someone free. And it was Pessoa again, this time from 3-point range. And there's a whistle, and just Estonia all over the offensive glass, getting extra possessions. And Coach Sock, he's loving the effort of his team, even though that was a second foul on Kerbis. It's the intent they're showing. They're getting after all the loose balls, getting hands in the passing lanes. And that's why, one of the main reasons they're 7 points ahead, Mikel. Schimmel inside to Zalmanson. He turns, he can't get the angle right. He needed to go left hand there maybe and just step through slightly. Body shape was wrong. Sock, still Sock. Touts, out to Bashoa. Touts, guarded so far out. He's looking for options. Here's one. Just fell off balance there. Tanel Kurbis, he just needed to keep balance, and that might have been another 2 points in the book. Avi Ben Schimmel. Mikel kicks, shots up, and it's good! Idun Zalmanson. Looking inside. He's taken, good dive on the floor though. Shot clock running down, shots up. Didn't hit anything. And inside, back outside Zusman. Time running down. Long three from Touts. It's just short. Are Israel going to get a chance? They throw from half court. And it's just off. And it's half time here in Tallinn. And Estonia lead 37-33.
After the second quarter, Estonia is leading Estonia 37-33.
Just look at some of the statistics. Free throws for Estonia, 40%, 100% for Israel, and they're 80%. And Estonia, 18 rebounds, 8 offensive. Israel, 10 turnovers, a lot of them are forced. Estonia, 7. A couple of blocks each. But it's a really competitive, hard-fought first half. And we've got the best of the highlights now for your enjoyment. Jake Cohen leading the way points-wise for Israel. And Tolch with 10 for Estonia, but it's a good team performance, good team defense, sharing the ball by Estonia, but Israel always dangerous with Cohen and Blatt in the squad. Panini not in this, not in the team for today's game. Is that going to be a factor late game? Will Estonia possibly fatigue 2 games in 2 days, or will their home crowd be able to lift them to the level of performance required to beat the visiting Israelis? We'll leave you with the highlights. Don't go anywhere. Second half action coming right up.
Ja juba õige pea saame alustada ka meie diabeedioksjoniga. Nimelt anname oksjonile siis Rain Veidemanni mängusärgi, millega mängiti Suurbritannia mängul novembris, ja selle särgil on ka oma väikene ajalugu juures. Sellel särgil on ka väikene ajalugu juures, nimelt on selle särgi veidikene mängitud on sellega, et võiduhõng on juures, ütleme siis niimoodi. Aga täname siis kõiki tähtsad mehi, teeme ka pildi loomulikult ära, ühispilt tuleb ka meie tänaste mängumeestega. Suur aplaus veel kord meie korvpalli edendajatele ja juhtidele läbi erinevate aastakümnete. Aga nüüd alustame siis meie tänase oksjoni. Suurbritannia meeskonda siis möödunud aknas novembris ja särgi alghinnaks on 25 €. Nii, kallid inimesed, kes soovib seda särki saada 25 €-ga, tõstke üles käsi. No vähemalt seal on näha, et üks härra sees on. Kes pakub 30 €? Kes pakub särgi eest olemas, 30 € olemas. Kes pakub 50 €? 50 € olemas, käsi üles tõstetud. Kes pakub 60 €? Tuletan meelde, et raha läheb diabeedihaigete laste raviks. Kes pakub 60 € Rain Veidemanni koondise särgi eest, millega on võidetud siis Suurbritannia meeskonda. No hetkel on 50 € esimest korda. 50 € teist korda. Kas keegi pakub rohkem? 60 €. 60 € esimest korda. Kes pakub rohkem? 65 €. 65 € esimest korda. Läheme sellise 5 € sammuga. 65 € teist korda. Kas keegi pakub rohkem? Raha läheb diabeedihaigete laste toetuseks. Nii. Seal on olemas 70 €. 70 €. Suure südamega meesterahvas sealpool üleval kätt lehvitamas. Kas keegi pakub rohkem? 70 € esimest korda. 75 € on sealt. Kas keegi pakub 80 €? 80 € on käsi püsti. 80 € esimest korda. 80 € teist korda. Ja kas keegi pakub rohkem särgi eest? 80 € kolmandat korda ja särk on müüdud. Läks see siis sinna üles poole, igal juhul suurimad tänud. Kus on see härrasmees, kes särgi endale ostis, ole hea, tule siia alla ja saab selle särgiga kohe kindlasti kiirelt kätte. Aga väikene ülevaade ka siis selle kohta, mida üldse siis diabeedi ravi endast kujutab. Laste kvaliteetne diabeediravi vajab annetajate tuge, kuna haigekassa jätab pere kanda ravi alustamise 1200 3500 € insuliinipumba ostu, mida 80% peredest endale lubada ei saa. 2018. aastal on pumpade ostmiseks puudu 100 000 € ja loomulikult palume kõigil korvpallisõpradel ka anda oma väikene panus selle fondi raviks. Nimelt 2014. aastal haigestus Eestis esimest tüüpi diabeeti 83 last vanuses 0–15 eluaastat. Need lapsed ja ka teised juba varem haigestunud lapsed, keda on Eestis kokku tervelt 713, vajavad kvaliteetseks edasielamiseks ja kehasse valutud insuliini annustamiseks insuliinipumpa koos pideva glükoosi tegemist siis Avinurme puhkpilli orkestriga, kes esitab teile nüüd ühe järgmise toreda laulu tänasel õhtul ja võtame suure aplausiga vastu Avinurme mehed puhkpillidega ja loomulikult on ka mõned Õrnemaa esindajad orkestris olemas. Ja samal ajal lendab publikusse ka üks järjekordne uhke särk ja nagu juba mitmel korral öeldud, tegemist on siis meil FIBA This is my house särgiga, mis sai endale nüüd ühe uue omaniku ja usun, et neid särke loosime siin tänasel õhtul või lennutame välja veel päris mitme. Saalis olevad inimesed, jälgige üleval LED-ekraani ja kui näete iseennast seal, siis tehke mida kästakse. No tantsida on praegu küll selle muusika igati tore, mis värvi on armastus, laul, mille pühendame kõigile eestlastele, kes siin saalis on ja loomulikult seda Eesti Vabariigi 100. juubelikuul, mis meil eile siis üle Eestimaa igal pool ka tähistati vingelt ja võimsalt. Nii, vaadake ekraani peale, kui näete iseennast seal, siis kästakse, tantsige! Tantsi, väike poiss! No nii, järgmine mees on seal ekraani peal, tantsi! No nii, läheb tantsuks, suurepärane, kogu perega koos hea ja tore tantsida ja samal ajal läheme nüüd teisel pool tribüüni ja kes soovib saada endale FIBA särki, siis tõstke käed ja olge valmis kinni püüdma. Kahurist ja selle välja tulistame ja saab näha, kas lendab see nüüd ülespoole või allapoole, aga läks sinna keskele enam-vähem välja. Suur tänu Avinurme orkestrile, ma tean, et nendel on tänasel õhtul ka üks üllatuslugu valmis tehtud, millega saame kindlasti rõõmustada.
Welcome back to Tallinn in Estonia. For this World Cup qualifier between Estonia and Israel in Group H. Israel currently in second with a 2-1 record, and Estonia tucked in third with a 1-2 record, 1 win, 2 losses. But they do lead at half-time, and Coach Katash there in your picture has a lot on his mind. He's going to be asking a lot more effort from his players, and one of the key stats that jumps out for me is he's got 8 offensive rebounds to Israel's 1. And Estonia have had some bonus time from Christian Köllemay. 8 points. He's doing a great. Israel get back though, Dawson. Fresh legs, getting back. Omre attacking the closeout, and brilliant play yet again from Estonia. Omre just attacked Mikel and finished before the help could get there. Good decision making. Estonia by 7. Superb defense. Dawson, who'd had a couple of open shots, guarded closely there. Sock off the 3 in transition, just like he did on Friday against Greece. Knocks down a huge 3, and it's time out here in Tallinn. And Estonia are off and running with the momentum. Partly because of the coach's son, Sten Sock. He loves that transition 3, knocked down a couple against Greece, just steps into it in rhythm. And it's an Israel timeout. Coach Oded Katash, a lot on his mind, a lot to sort out very quickly.
Use reach. Get contact, and then everything will be much easier. Okay, this side, one side is good. Enough to, but when to reach has touch the ball. Someone will cut the open shot.
Estonia with a couple of timeouts remaining, Israel just the one. But that good play by Estonia forced Israel to call timeout. Will it prove to be an inspirational timeout? The Israelis have got to regroup. Just got to come out with the right chemistry, the right attitude. Estonia have had that for large parts of this game, and Israel have got to match that intensity and effort and energy. If Estonia win, they go to 2-2, the same record as Israel. Blatt. Guarded by Sock. Howe going inside, leaves it short. Some good footwork initially, just couldn't elevate, and Toltz with the rebound. Sock. Good defense from Dawson. And now he switches onto Omre. Screen from Toltz. Now Howe switches. Pasoya steps through. Just can't get the rebound, but Toltz keeps it alive. The shot clock resets. Cross court. Kiedis. Sock lets it fly. It's just long, but Toltz again, another offensive rebound. It's huge moments here for Estonia and Israel. And a foul called. That's a foul on Tamir Blatt, just 20 years old. And it's end line out of bounds for Estonia. They hold a 10-point lead at the moment. Sock, screen by Toltz. Toltz taking on Howell off the dribble. Good play by Richard Howe. But it's still Estonia ball. 4 seconds to get a good shot, to get a good look. Their last out of bounds play was very good, like a wheelhouse. Let's see what they do this time. Outside, Toltz lets it fly. It's short, and it's an air ball, not what they required. Now they need to get back because Dawson, quick ball movement, Menko, and a foul by Omre.
Number 24, Sten Omre, second personal foul, technical.
That's Omre's second foul. So now it's Israel's turn on the out of bounds. Dawson hands it off to Mikel. Mikel back out to Dawson, the lefty. And there's a whistle. He ends up on the floor, Dawson. There's a little bit of a delay, but I think what is going to happen is that Dawson will go to the line for 3 shots. Watch, closeout was late, a little bit out of control from Kiedis, trying to get there, but he definitely made contact. Maybe Sock saying it was after the shot, but that's Kiedis' 4th foul, and he's got to be smart for the next few minutes. Dawson with a 66.7% free throw average for the qualifiers so far. That looks a really good stroke. Benai Hasharon player on the shot clock for Estonia. And Sock again falling out of bounds. He's tried to catch the ball. And at the moment, it's Israeli ball and a turnover for Estonia as Taltz takes a blow. Had a really good game. Look out. Howe stepping out. Kanga on him. Good defense from Kanga, and Howe slips. And it's 2-on-1 for Shoah. And it's a 2 points for Kiedis. 2-on-1 finished off really well. And Kiedis, after the big block, makes the 2. And Dawson was thinking alley-oop, but the ball was behind him and not high enough. Should have just caught the ball, come back down and finished. He was wide open underneath. No one had seen him. So things really going Estonia's way at the moment with their own good play and with the help of some mistakes, unforced errors by Israel. Kanga. Omre. Dribbled off his foot, but Pessoa alive. Kanga shoots. It's good! Good for 3 for Christian Kanga. It was fortuitous maybe, the ball dropped to him, but the more you practice, the luckier you get. Timeout Israel. They are on the brink, they're on the ropes. Let's listen to Coach Katash.
Are you ready for it?
Just trying to pick up what's being said. Plenty of time, guys. They're pretty cool. Let's listen to the coach. And here's the foul trouble for Estonia. Kiedis made that chase down block, knowing he was on 4 fouls. And he got it exactly right. Could that be one of the real key plays in this matchup? Still a long time to go. A lot can happen. We saw Great Britain have a 10-point lead against Israel, and within about a minute or so, it was back to all square in that game. So we know Israel can go off very quickly offensively. They have threats inside, outside. And Cohen's back in the game. They'll be looking to him to give them some offensive firepower. And Estonia just putting some pressure on the ball full court, just to take a few seconds off the clock. So it's a 12-point lead for Estonia, their biggest lead of the game. They've led pretty much the whole game. That's a steal by Sock. Omre picks it up, but Israel may get it back, and they do. Good play from both teams, but Israel end up with the ball, and it's a foul from Sock. Estonia do have fouls to give. It's only their 3rd in this quarter. Just didn't want any momentum there. With Sock's thinking, I would think. Didn't want to give any momentum to Israel. Limonad. Cohen on the outside now. Guarded by Kanga. Howe in the post. Double team, kicks it out. Limonad shoots. It's good. Really good passing by Howe to kick it out, and then good individual offensive play by Limonad. 10-point game, 10 points to Limonad. Quick whistle. A lot of high screen and roll action. Forcing the bigs to make a decision. Do they step out? Are they switching? And who are they going to be switching on to? Sok looking for an option. He's got to get it in, and he does. To Captain Kanga. Sok, high screen. From Kitsing. Kitsing outside is just short. Good rebound by Ben Shamol. Howe goes strong. Misses. And a tip by Kanga to Sok. They're so alert, the Estonians. Passes ahead. Pulls up. And back to Sok. They just need to control the game, the Estonians now. Control the pace. It's the Israelis who need to force the issue. Sok pulls up, crosses over. Good help. Shots up from downtown. It's just short, hits the front of the rim. Sok. It's Omre. Then Cohen. Howe converged on the ball there. Just disrupting the Estonian offence, and there's 7 seconds on the shot clock for Estonia to try and get a good look. Sten Sok inbounds, gets it back. Shot clock running down. Sok penetrates, pass. Kanga. Shots up, and it's good for Sok. He knew the situation. He caught the ball and got rid of it really quick. And it's a 12-point lead yet again, and there's a whistle. Heads up play by the number 7 for Estonia.
Substitution. Number 33, Christian Kitsing, third personal foul.
So substitutions. Touts has had a rest. Estonia being able to rotate everybody off the bench, whoever it may be, from Christian Calamay to Kanga, who's just been brilliant all game. Howe, closely guarded by Kanga. Cohen, cross court, good hands by Martin Pashoda. 3.5 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's a 12-point Estonian lead. Great Britain lead by 4 in the other game in this group. Shots up by Limonad. It's off, ball's loose, and in the end it falls to Touts. It's been that sort of day. They've been getting players around the ball. Anticipation has been excellent. And Estonia have another opportunity. Sok. Howe comes out. Limonad. Shots up. Kanga knocks it down for 3. Christian Kanga, the captain marvel. And now Israel cannot switch off. They have got 2 minutes 10 seconds to try and get this back, and Estonia are just going to try and control the game. Sten Sok, the coach, the coach's son. He must be very proud of him at the moment, as he would be the whole team. Shots up from Omre is good for 2. Everything going Estonia's way. It's 75-58. Israel, as I said earlier, are on the brink. Great play from Omre. Great percentages. But the whole team have stepped up for this crucial FIBA World Cup qualifier. Mikhail shoots. Long rebound back to him. Misses again, and the ball falls into the hand of Touts, who's being huge. He's been absolutely huge for Estonia today, but it's been a team effort, and at the moment, the better team are on top and heading for victory. Sok running the clock down, controlling the tempo. Omre, floater, it misses everything. They don't need to force it. Shamal, great back cut. And this time Israel do get some reward for good movement without the ball this time. So it's 2 points. They will go to the line for one, and it's Zusman, Yovel Zusman, moving really well without the ball. He misses the free throw. And Jake Cohen starting to impose himself underneath there with another whistle, causing problems for Janar Tauts. So this is what Israel want. They want the clock stopped. They want to be at the free throw line. And Estonia, obviously, they want the clock to tick. But they mustn't rush. Israel still in touching distance. Of a comeback. Cohen calmly knocks them down. Now we got some full court pressure. 13-point lead for Estonia. Group H World Qualifier. Who's going to hold their nerve? Tauts. Sok comes. He goes the other way to Pessoa. Bounce pass into the corner. It's good for three! Is that the final nail in the Israeli coffin? In this FIBA World Cup qualifier. Kida's 5 points, but it's the team. Extraordinary scenes, great hands from Tauts. 78-62 to Estonia. They've left everything on the floor, Estonia. And it's now timeout here at the Sakal Sir Hall. Israeli timeout. Quite extraordinary scenes. The crowd have been royally entertained by both teams, but Estonia have delivered when it mattered most, protecting home court. As we look at some of the field goal game leaders for Israel, Menko 7 points, 100%. But Israel are going to need a minor miracle now to get a comeback. They're going to need some steals. They're going to need to knock down some threes or make some three-point plays. And Estonia game leaders, Omre with 16, Tauts with 10 rebounds, Sok with 7 assists, Kidas with 4 steals, and of course that huge chase down block to deny Zusman a certain 2 points. It's been that sort of effort. And now Israel have got to find a way to come back. And with the lead as it is, Israel won by 20 in Israel in their previous meeting, in the previous window. So Estonia are not too far from that. Shots up, it's short, rebound, Kidas again. And time is it going to expire in about 10 seconds time. And Estonia can run the clock down. And they have pulled off a famous victory against a very powerful Israeli team. And as time expires, Estonia have beaten Israel 78-62. A stunning performance of high quality, guided through by Estonian Hall of Fame coach Tiit Sok. A glorious night of basketball for Estonia, and they thoroughly deserve this win. Israel gave it all they got, all they had, especially with Blatt and Cohen in for fresh legs, but they just couldn't get past this plucky, together Estonian team. Everybody contributed. The starters, the bench came in and gave them a huge lift. And here's some of the stats. Estonia 52% from two. The rebounds, 15 offensive, 10 more than Israel could muster. 17 turnovers from Israel, 13 Estonia. Blocks are similar, 2 and 1. But that one big block was the chase down by Kiedis. And here's the game leaders. Omre 16, Toltz with 10 rebounds. Sok with 7 assists, Cohen 12 points. Kiedis with 4 steals. Sok with 6 turnovers, but he handles the ball so much. Howell with 4. And Coach Sok is going to be so happy and so proud of his nation. Here's the top scorers, Omran Cohen, Toltz and Limonad, and Kanga and Mekkel. Kanga was huge. Absolutely. As the band plays on, as you can see in the bottom left side of your screen, and this is the group as it stands. Estonia are in second, Israel in third. Great Britain at the moment playing Greece, and they are winning by 7 in Crete. So is there another shock on the cards? Great Britain desperately need to win that game, as they are winless at the moment. But Estonia, they go to 2 wins, having beaten Great Britain in the last window, and today they've beaten Israel. FIBA ranked 49 beats FIBA ranked 37. Those rankings will be reviewed after these qualifiers, and it's just been another fantastic event, another fantastic World Cup qualifier being played out in front of home crowds all around the world. Just one of the best days, I would say, in Estonian basketball for a long, long time. And the coach's son, Sten Sok, controlled the game. I know he had some turnovers, but he controlled the game, maybe like his father would have done. And that was the huge block by Kiedis. Another momentum-changing play. And Kanga just stepped back, thought so clearly, checked where the line was. Omre, the high man on the points. He really stepped up big. Only had 3 points against Greece. So we will leave you with the highlights as Janel Toltz knocks down a 3. Estonia have shocked Israel here in Estonia. They are the winners, and the qualifiers continue right here on livebasketball.tv. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.